Chair recognizes the gentleman from Texas, Mr. Green, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I thank the witnesses for appearing. And I must say that I have great respect for both of the witnesses. Having observed them over some time now, I have found them to be persons who seem to genuinely want to do the right thing. To me, doing the right thing is important. Almost as important as doing the righteous thing. So today, I would like to have a friendly, more of a colloquy than a Q&A. And I'm just curious about something because we know that Title 42 allows persons to be quickly removed, literally without giving them an opportunity to seek asylum. I suppose you can make your efforts, but Title 42 is for quick removal, as I understand it. And then we also know that TPS allows persons to stay because of conditions in the country that they would ordinarily be returned to. Haitians are in a very unique position. Title 42 allows them to be removed. TPS, for those who are already here, says that because of conditions in Haiti, we shouldn't send them back there. So if we shouldn't send them back because of conditions, and we find that we have persons who should be removed under Title 42, I'm asking, is there some way to reconcile this so that we don't give the appearance of contradicting ourselves, so that we show that there's some rationale for Haitians remaining here? Now, we had testimony just yesterday, I believe, indicating that when the Haitians are expelled, they're sent back, they get a phone, some amount of money. Many of them, over 95% according to the testimony, haven't been to Haiti in years. So we're sending people back to a country that they haven't been to in years, and there are others who are going to be allowed to stay because they happen to have been in the country at a certain time. And we're doing this under Title 42. TPS allows for stay. So isn't there some way, I'm just making an appeal for the Haitians, isn't there some way for us to re-examine this? This is an appeal, Mr. Secretary, for us to re-examine this. Maybe there's something we missed. And can you give me some hope, please?
Congressman, I very much appreciate what you've said, the question you've posed, and the spirit of your question. I don't think that we can overstate the heartbreak with respect to the vulnerability of the Haitian people whom we are encountering, specifically in Del Rio, Texas, over the last week, and their vulnerability. There are a number of things I'd like to say. Number one, we did grant temporary protected status to Haitian nationals who were resident in the United States prior to July 29th of this year. We, in collaboration with the Department of State, studied the country conditions there and made that determination. And then we have looked at the country conditions and made a determination that in fact we can return individuals who've arrived subsequent to July 29th to Haiti. We are working with countries in South America, Chile, Brazil, for example, to see whether they would accept the return of Haitians who've traveled from those countries. It's complicated for reasons I can explain at a later time when we have more time. And the Title 42 authority, as I've mentioned earlier, is not a matter of immigration policy. It is a matter of public health policy as determined by the Centers for Disease Control's assessment of, in this case specifically, over last year and this year, the trajectory of the COVID-19 pandemic and most recently, of course, the Delta variant.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. I do appreciate what you said. What would you need for us to reconcile this such that the Haitians would be able to, would get a different result? Because I'm just so concerned about having made a decision that the country is not such that we can send some back, but if you got here at a later time, the two conditions have changed. Now, I've been to Haiti. I was there after the last earthquake, not the most recent one, but the one before that. And Haiti, on a good day, can be a place that can be difficult to negotiate. And I've been trying to be very kind because I've got a lot of constituents from Haiti. They love their country. I love it too. So my question is that there just seems to me that there must be something that we can do. And if it requires something from Congress, I'm willing to be the guy to take the risk and ask that we do it. Can you give me some help on this, please?
Thank you, Congressman. I'd welcome the chance to discuss that further with you. I know that the State Department, PRM, one office within the State Department, as well as USAID, is very focused on resourcing Haiti and specifically providing greater sustenance to the individuals who are returned there. This is a very complicated and very heartbreaking situation. I really embrace the spirit with which you pose the questions to me, and I would welcome the opportunity to sit down with you and talk it through.
Thank you. How do I
Yep.
contact you? Will you contact me?
We will reach out, Congressman.
Thank you. Thank you very much. On behalf of the Haitians that I represent.
Gentleman's time has
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
expired.
Thank you.
Chair